Oh, what a good run right there. This car is sick. What is going on, sim racing fans? Here we are back with another video. This time we got a little tutorial. So my Moza HGP shifter, the H pattern, has been coming uncalibrated. So I'll use it for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. Not really ever a time limit. It's always really random. So, but it'll always just become uncalibrated. So I contacted Moza and they said that it's this guy, this 4-wire, whatever, that, I don't know, they didn't say what it is, but they said that this was the problem. So they sent me out a new one. So I finally got it in the mail. Been feeling really lame without my H pattern. I really like using the H pattern. So today we're going to do a little tutorial on how to fix it, or at least how to just replace that cable. And then we'll hop into a race and play around with it and see if it works. So we're going to start by just pulling off these 4 here. And I've never done this before, so you are going to learn right along with me. I'm not really sure how a wire causes the thing to come uncalibrated unless the wire is actually completely broke. So I guess we will find out. Okay, I think you have to take these top 4 bolts out as well, because they might be holding that shifter boot in there. So I previously loosened them, but I wasn't sure if we were gonna have to take them out or not. The shifter boot's connected to the top. I don't really want to pull that out. They kind of make it's kind of tough to get in there. It looks like the shifter boot's just held on with a zip tie. So if you look down right in there, the shifter boot's just held on with a zip tie. So I might be able to lift it up. Nope, that ain't gonna work either. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go like that and angle that guy out. There we go. So I just turned this thing to an angle and slid it out of the casing there. And now we have access to everything here on the inside. So it looks like, see, I don't understand. They say that it's the cable under, so it's got to be that cable there underneath. So you see this one, it's not this one. I don't think. Yeah, no, it's not this one. There's one right underneath there. You can see right where I'm pointing at. So what we'll do is we'll take out these 4 bolts as well. And then that should give us access. All of these little screws are going to be the same size and length, it looks to me. So all of them are the same, so you don't really got to worry about getting them mixed up. And they're a 2.5 millimeter Allen head. Okay, that's interesting. I just found this little tiny, super tiny, if it'll focus, Phillips head screw. It was just sitting right here on this silver block, just kind of like right there. So I'm not sure where that came from, so that's cool. The whole thing just kind of fell apart. And I'm thinking that's the wire that we want to replace. The one that's underneath, of course. Honestly, I mean, worst comes to worst, I screw this thing up, it doesn't ever work again, and then I just buy a Symmetric one. So I would like for that to not be the case, but not gonna lie, I wouldn't be too upset if that was the case. All right, so I think the way that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna pull this little circuit board off. I don't know what it is, PCB, whatever. I'm gonna pull that thing off to get underneath, because the plug is underneath that thing. It's a 2 millimeter Allen wrench. screws out of there. So I'm gonna lay this guy down. I'm gonna flip this guy over. Boom, there's the wire we need to replace. Looks like it's got some sticky, some QC glue or something on there. So I'm gonna try to work at getting this stuff off of there, getting that unplugged. These little standoffs, they come off so they don't stay there, so make sure you don't lose those. Okay, so I got that one off. It was not super easy, so just be careful and give it a good tug, I guess. I'm trying to use this pocket knife to kind of peel away some of this rubber stuff, but there we go. So unless this is unless there's like a known issue with this thing, the wires look like they're in good shape. So unless there's a known issue, this one's a little bit longer, the new one's a little bit longer. So unless there's some sort of known issue, then I don't see how just swapping this out is going to fix the problem. But I'm willing to try anything at this point, so I can use my H pattern. So I'm going to get this thing put back together, and then we'll hop into a game and test it out. One thing, you want to make sure that the sides get pushed back in. Just now when I tightened that last bolt, it popped back in. There's little bearings in there and these little Allen keys, these little Allen bolts here, they'll fit right back in there. Oh, I totally forgot. I totally forgot to figure out where this little bolt came from, or little nut screw. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out, huh? All right, well, she's all put back together with a new wire in there. I'll get her all mounted back up to the rig, and we'll hop into a game and see if it worked. All right, so I've loaded into an Assetto Corsa lobby online at the new BC Racing Chelsea Denofa training facility with the BDC cars. I didn't want to hop into an iRacing race because if the shifter fails, it could be very. And I didn't just want to hop into a practice. I wanted to do some actual driving to test the shifter out. So we'll do a few laps with the boys and see if the shifter holds. We are in an S13. Shifter seems to work so far. I haven't calibrated it. I haven't done anything, so let's give it a shot. Just so everybody knows, I've never claimed to be super good at drifting. I just think it's fun. I think it's funny I hopped into one of these to test the shifter out when I just leave it in second gear pretty much. Third gear is a little too long. And my force feedback might be turned up a little bit too high. Oh man, I would have had that so good. Kind of weird that just that wire would cause that calibration issue. I didn't even have to calibrate it when I plugged it in immediately. It was just working. Man, this car is sick. It just needs a little more gear. Man, that guy behind me is completely ripping. Sorry, dude. I suck. Maybe I will have to hop into an iRacing practice session or something just to get some more shifting. There we go. These new SimMagic P1000 inverted pedals are so sick with the haptic motors on the back. I mean, for this, the one on the throttle is pretty much just vibrating the whole time, but it's just a sweet, like, sense of immersion. Yeah, for that section, I need a little bit more gear. I've never even, like, the closest I've ever come to drifting a car was like in the snow. But I feel like I'm decent enough on the sim. I think I could drift a real car. I'd like to give it a shot. I had an FRS that I had kind of thought about drifting a little bit, but now I have an S15 and I definitely not even thinking about drifting that car. So if I do want to try it, I gotta find myself a new car, a new beater car that I could give it a shot in. Race fuel, there we go. I don't remember what it was before. Let's just try the race fuel. There we go. Now we got a little bit more poop in third gear. That's funny. I watched Slap Train's video earlier today where he went to race fuel, but I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was under the fuel tab, so I just thought that this car didn't have it. Oh. Let's go. Oh. I'm so stoked I can get that section now. This is only the second time I've ever driven this map too. The first time, sorry. The first time I tried that section and I was like, wow, I'm never gonna be able to do that. Oh, I hit the wall. Too hard into the wall. Oh, what a good run right there. This car is sick. Ah, too deep into the wall again. Well, guys, it looked like replacing that wire did it. It fixed it. At least as of now, I'll update you guys if anything else, you know, if it starts having the problem again. But if you're having problems with your Moza HGP shifter, all you gotta do is hit up Moza customer support. I just had to show them like proof of purchase. And yeah, I just hooked them up with proof of purchase. At first they wanted a video, but it was kind of hard to like replicate the problem, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it just comes uncalibrated and I have to calibrate it again. So somehow I end up getting away with not giving them a video. And they sent out the wire, and it took, I don't know, it took about I think it's been 2 weeks since I first contacted them. So it took a little bit, but they hooked it up. So if you're having issues, just hit up Moza. Hopefully they'll get you squared away. Their customer support's pretty good, so. Alright guys, if you liked the video, hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's go!